Okay, so I'm basically just doing this as like kind of like a test to see how the camera on this Ultrabook works out. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm just gonna show my DVDs. About 90% of them are anime, so be prepared. I'll start off with the non-anime ones first. Alright, first movie I have, well, basically it's a collection of my DVDs, so whatever. Airplane, to me, this is the funniest movie I've ever seen. There's a sequel, Airplane 2, which isn't as good because they use a lot of recycled jokes from the first movie. And while the jokes are funny, when they're repeated a second time in a sequel, then it's not really too original. But yeah, that's my all-time favorite comedy. Second movie, it's a Mad, 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 Mad World. This is an older movie. This was 1960s. It's basically like a rat race comedy. I've only seen it once, but it's such a good movie because all the characters are very memorable. They're hard to forget, and they just stick with you throughout the whole film. It's a really long movie too. This movie's about 3 hours long. Battle Royale. This is a movie. Well, basically it's two movies, Battle Royale and Battle Royale 2. The first movie is about like poverty in Japan. The world government, or not the world government, thinking too much about One Piece, but the government in Japan gets like this school of junior high students, and they basically put them on an island where they kill each other to the death, of course, and the last student standing is the one who survives, of course. Why am I being so obvious? But yeah, it's a total of 42 students, and by the end of the movie, there's only one left. And the sequel, it's not as good at all. It's a totally different setting, totally different set of rules, and it's just nowhere as good as the first movie. X-Men First Class. This is basically a prequel to the X-Men series, like how they started, like the between Professor X and Magneto, and how they came to be. It's a great film, so if you like superheroes, then this is definitely a must-see. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This takes place in one of the places that I want to visit before I die, which is in Canada. Cause yeah, and this movie is really good because it's like based off of a graphic novel written by I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, it's a really cool movie, very funny, more on the adult humor kind of side. So a lot of video game references. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, again another prequel to how the series started and how the apes got smart and how they became their own dominant species and were able to outsmart even the humans. Shows how smart we are. Okay, so that's all my regular movies. I'm gonna move on to the anime DVDs. This is gonna be a huge haul because I have a lot of anime DVDs. So first I have Haruhi-chan, volumes 1 and 2. The whole series. Each episode is only about 5 minutes long. If you never heard of the original series, it's called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Basically, this is just a funny spin-off. It's really cool. I think it's really funny. Next we have the movie, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Believe it or not, I bought this over a year and a half ago, and I have not even seen it yet. I mean, I've read the book, I know what happens, and I just haven't gotten around to watching it. Next, one of my favorite Gainax series being Gurren Lagann. Gainax are the same people who wrote Panty and Stocking with Gardner Belt, Evangelion, Fully Cooley. Um, those are the main series that everyone know of. But really heartfelt story about people who live underground because their race was taken over by these aliens that they call Spiral. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen this series. Good stuff happens though. Um, Next, Evangelion 1.11, You Are Not Alone, and 2.22, You Cannot Advance. This copy is signed by Spike Spencer. He voiced the main character in the series. So, yeah, great series, great franchise. Watch the original series first if you want to get into it. This is basically like a reboot of the original 1997 anime. Kawaii High School, very funny series. It's a lot of dry humor and random crap. Some pop culture references. Freddie Mercury is his own character in this series. If you don't know who Freddie Mercury is, he was the singer for Queen. And now, Evangelion, the original 1997 make, volumes 1 through 8, all 26 episodes. It's known for its terrible ending, but it's such a great story, so symbolic. Air, this is a tearjerker series, I guess, from Key Animations. Not their best work, but it's definitely good. Azumanga Daioh, classic. Of course, anyone who watches anime should know what Azumanga Daioh is. Yeah. We have Clannad and Clannad After Story. To me, this is the greatest love story ever told. Clannad is just dominant over everything else that I've seen before. You know, The Notebook has nothing on Clannad. Oh, that's also from Key Animations, the same people who wrote Air. And Kanon, this is also from the people who wrote Air and Clannad. I bought this a while ago, and I've only seen a few episodes. I don't really like it too much. I just bought it because it was from the same guys who wrote Clannad, and I was really excited about it. King of Thorn. It's based off a manga that was written a while back. Well, not too long, probably like mid-2000. And the manga was pretty successful, and they made a movie a few years later. The movie's, it's good, but it's not the same as the manga. They took out one of my favorite main characters from the manga, and he didn't even make mention in this movie. So I was pretty upset about that. But hey, with the quality of Blu-ray, it's worth seeing it. The first season of K-On! Volumes 1 through 4, episodes 1 through 13. This is only the first season. Great series, one of my favorites. One of my favorite slice of life, as well as character design in animation too. And then I have K-On! Season 2, all 27 episodes, I think. Yeah, 27 episodes on Blu-ray. You know, even better quality. I think the second season is a lot better than the first. Then we have Lucky Star, one of my classic favorite anime series, slice of life, that is. It's just so kooky, and the characters are so lovable. So yeah, that's all 24 episodes. Yeah, only 24 episodes. And then we have the OVA, the original video animation, which is basically like a movie, I guess you can say. The movie is really random and kind of awkward to watch, but whatever. And then Squid Girl. This is only the first season. Only the first season came out in America on DVD. I don't know why they never released the second season. I thought the second season was much better. But yeah, this is a really funny series about like some girl. She thinks she's a squid. No, she is a squid, but she like takes the form of a human, and she comes to Earth to supposedly invade the Earth so that her race can become dominant. But she just gets distracted by everything around her, and she never gets to it. Poor Squid Girl. And next, my all-time favorite series, One Piece collection, volumes 1 through 8. This is the first 205 episodes, I believe, or 206 episodes. Oh, such a great series. If you don't, or if you've heard of One Piece and never got around to watching it, you have to watch it. It's just so good. You know, it starts off really slow, and this sounds kind of stupid, but it doesn't. For me, it didn't get good till like the late hundreds. Then that's when it started kicking in. But if you have patience, then go for it. One Piece for the win. So that's all my DVDs. Yeah, it's pretty big. I've been collecting for a while now, so that's why I have so many. So this ends the test. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.